fire come out of your head, you are on your own. You will not reach the top because it is a Yoruba church. If it is the Igbo church, if you are a Yoruba man, possess all the revelations that you know, you are on your own. You will not get anywhere because it is an Igbo church. Only the Igbos will be that we brought our petty politics inside the church. My name is Bosun Emmanuel. The foot soldiers of Islam, they're called Almajiris. Vehicles in church building. Now get ready for this next one. Get ready. Get ready. Brace yourself. That is how our brethren are killed. That is how they are cut to pieces. As I'm talking, this is what is going on in Nigeria. I'm not talking about Sudan. I'm not talking about Somalia. This is what is going on in your country right now. This is how Christians are murdered in this nation. They are cut to pieces. The hatred is satanic. And the reason why we are having this problem is because the church forsook missions. We refused to go. We all sat down in Lagos, in Ibadan, in Port Harcourt, nourishing our souls. We forgot those in the north. Because we failed to evangelize them. The harvest that was ripe 2,000 years ago, the harvest is rotten. Boko Haram is the rotten harvest. If we had reached them before the terrorists reach them, they will be carrying the Bible, not AK-47. See, what is going on in Nigeria, God is not holding Boko Haram responsible, he's holding the church responsible. Terrible cases that you will never believe are going on in your country. All these are Christians. I'm going to show you a movie footage for 4 minutes. I will go and sit down and you will watch it for 4 minutes. I can tell you, even before 4 minutes, you will ask me to switch it off. It is the footage of 501 Christians that were slaughtered in one night, including children, in a village called Dogonawa in Jos. What I showed you took place in Nigeria. You can't finish watching the footage. I have to stop it. And it is still taking place as we are talking now. Now the reality is this. It is not localized to the north. What I just showed you is planned to take place all over Nigeria. And Christianity in Nigeria is on its way out. We've come to the point that every Christian in Nigeria must consciously say, I will not be the last Christian in this nation. Because if we don't take time, we are the last Christians. Abuja Declaration 1989. Let me start from here. If you have an iPad here and you have access to the internet right here, I will just invite you, please go online straight away and go to wikipedia.org, Wikipedia, and type into the search engine Abuja Declaration 1989.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm sorry about this. I thought the Australians were coming in this morning, and unfortunately, I just got in touch with their leader, and he told me that they've been trying to get in and they could not. I don't know. It's quite late there for them now. It's midnight. They have to sleep, so they dispersed. They're not coming in anymore. But normally, when I want to host people, at least they'll give me like 20 minutes to get myself ready. I didn't want to just come in and drop them in by 6 o'clock in the morning. That's what it is here, 6 a.m. in the morning. That's exactly. But then I started the program about 6:10, and fortunately, I just managed to get in touch with them. I was playing for time, and I announced them they were coming on air. So they've cancelled it out. They are not going to do it today, but we're still going to have our regular program, our regular interaction. When the time is due, I will open up the lines for you to talk. Meanwhile, I didn't prepare for this program because I thought they were coming in, but I'll still find something I will talk about. This is Radio Biafra, USA 2. All right, let's take this before we continue.
I'm not a Nigerian. I renounced everything to do with Nigeria on or around December of 2015. I am a Biafran and I hold British citizenship. only upon a clear pronouncement of the intentions of that very court, which I suggest to them should be free of any interference from the executive, will this very case move forward. The circumstances surrounding the invasion of my house, the invasion of the home of His Royal Majesty Israel Okukan. You must know that my father's name is Israel, and it means a lot. Going forward, there must be guarantees by the international community so that this case can proceed, and I will prove once and for all that there is something fundamentally wrong with the brain of those that run Nigeria, because I will demolish them in a court of law. For now, let me restate my position that I committed no offenses known to law. What they are charging me with doesn't exist, and they know it. I have no weapon. My only weapon is a microphone and my courage that Chukwukabiama gave me. But it's up to those who persecute me to see reason to call their troops home. Let me state also categorically that IPOB worldwide is committed to the liberation of the land of Biafra from the shackles of tyranny, and we will not relent until a referendum is conducted. If you want us to do anything with you, if you want us to conduct any form of participation in whatever it is that you're doing, there must be a referendum to decide the quest for self-determination for Biafrans. That is our red line. It is not negotiable. We intend to achieve our goal through any means recognized by national and international laws. My fellow Biafrans, my compatriots, please indulge me to sincerely thank the State of Israel, the persecuted Jewish community in Biafra land, and Israel and worldwide, who through their prayers and actions contributed in no small measure in assuring my physical safety and well-being. May Chukwukabiama bless the land of Biafra. May Chukwukabiama bless the land of Israel. Our destiny is before us, and nothing is going to alter that very path. Southeast and South-South are one. There is nothing like Niger Delta. There is nothing like South-South. There is nothing like Southeast. All we have is Biafra. Our mothers in Akwa Ibom protested. Our mothers in Iguacha protested and are still protesting. Okonko is an Anan culture. Abariba people are descended from Akwa Ibom, Ibibio land. Ekpe is of Efik culture. But you find all these things in Igbo land. The divide and rule tactics of the colonial era and the internal hegemonic tendencies of Kowari One North have perpetuated these historical distortions. IPOB stands on the truth. We do not move from our position, and our position is very simple. Without referendum, nothing will happen. They are registering little children in the north as usual. They are doing all they can to hold the people down in bondage. IPOB will not participate in such charade. It is not possible. We are civilized people and we play by civilized rules. There is nothing anybody can do to dissuade IPOB from following this path of total liberation of the land of Biafra. It is sacrosanct, it it is not negotiable. My fellow Biafrans, as I've always said to you before, and I will continue to reiterate, those of you that stayed the course during my absence, my enforced absence, those of you who diligently pursued the path of truth and of hard work and of discipline and application will be rewarded with the coming of a free Biafra.
Thank you very much. All right, this is a repeat of what actually happened then, and same things happening today. We will get to our destination. There's nothing they can do. Absolutely nothing. I am very, very confident. I have no shaking, not shaking in my mind. My mind is very strong, made up, and I think you Biafrans too out there, true Biafrans actually, not those who came in for a purpose. But you know something, their purpose is all staring them on the face. Yesterday I got a report that the fellow who took over our website has now removed Simon Ekpa from the website. That's not interested. I'm not interested in any of that. We are making moves to make sure that that website goes down. Because you can't do it. We are not going to give it up. We have already said it. People are getting frustrated. They are complaining, oh, why are you talking about these people? We are not talking about anybody. What we're trying to do is get what belongs to us. You know, if somebody is coming in and gossiping, it's a different ballgame. But when they tell you something and you go find out that it's the truth, what will you do? Fold your hands and let God take over? No. Do what you can do. God is on his own part too. Because God does not really come down to do anything. It's just like a fire that is burning and you're hoping that God will eventually turn off the fire. No. You still get the fire service to come there to do their job. God uses all of us, every single person, to do what he wants to do. He will only give you the energy. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu just came out of nowhere. We are all been here. Most of us are older than him, a lot, much older. But he came out and he's doing what he's doing because that is his destination. That is his destiny. That is what Chukwukike has asked him to do. Do you think God cannot destroy Nigeria in 1 second? It can. But he still had to use somebody to do that. And you know that somebody that he's using is just using gun and weapon. He's not killing anybody with physical killing. But with a microphone. I'm telling you the truth, it's very interesting because this is an instrument that I've worked with almost all my life. I didn't know it was that powerful. I didn't know it was an arsenal if you know how to use it. So with a microphone, with just talking, with courage, to speak the truth, because what he is saying is resonated inside most of us. Most of his followers, we have it already in us. But the truth is how to get it out. You are not given that power to get it out, but he was. That's the power that Chukwukike gave him, and he's using it well. And all we need to do is sit behind him and support what he's doing, because he's telling the truth. You can't come in today and stand on the fence. Your leg out there, your leg in here. No, it doesn't work that way. You want to come in, you come in. You don't want to come in, fine, no problem. But the point is that you can go out there and start your own thing if you think that he's not doing it well. The way he's doing it, you don't like it, or you think, not that you don't like it, because who are you to like or not? That's not the issue. The issue is if you think, oh, he's not doing it well, I'm going to do it better. Fine, go ahead. The man himself came out, it was a part of Masop. He just said, these people are not, I don't think they're getting anywhere. And he opted out. Created IPOB from the scratch, and it's still going. The rest of them, I don't even know what's happening to them. Gradually, they're going under the ground. Many more will come up. Anybody who thinks that, because talking is the cheapest thing on earth. You can talk and talk and talk, but when it comes to doing, you got to take some knowing. I'm telling you, that's what Peter Tosh said. When it comes to doing, you got to take some knowing. You got to know something that you want to do. Don't just listen to what somebody else is doing and condemn it and think that if you do better, okay. It's a free world. You can go ahead and do what you think you can do. So IPOB is here to stay. There is nothing. Our leader has made it very clear that nothing will settle this case except referendum. Seriously, internationally organized referendum And everybody will know where he's standing. If you want to waste your time struggling to think that IPOB tomorrow will just disappear, you have to think very well. Use your brain, Nigerians. Use your brain and think properly like normal people. I'm so disappointed that this people didn't come in this morning, but unfortunately or fortunately, we still have to go ahead. Nothing will stop us. Nothing will stop this move. Next time, anybody that will come in, if I give you time by 6 o'clock in the morning, that's when I start. I don't expect me to open up and then put you into it. No. You have to give me like, even the people, there are other people, the churches, they ask me, what time is it convenient? I start by 6 o'clock. I said, like, come in like 6:30. Because give us the chance to introduce the programs and to talk to the people at least. Our leader has to pray for us. For me, that is prayerful. I allow our leader to do it because he does it very, very well. I don't have that how would I describe it? That inner power to say prayers. I do pray my own. I'm a silent prayer. I don't voice out when I pray. But there are people who are very good in voicing out, and the voice and the prayer is very powerful. And when it is, believe me, I go for it. I don't. It does not matter who says it, as long as the prayer makes sense. It's not just rabble-rousing, but really, 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 really strong prayer. So this morning we are going to go ahead and do our telephone conversation when the time is due. But for now, what our leader has stressed, and this is exactly what we're talking about, we'll need a total referendum. That's the only thing that will bring us to peace. Everybody is feeling the pain. Even the police, the commissioner of police, the IG of police is playing ignorant that they took somebody. He went to Imo State and took the gubernatorial candidate, somebody who just happened to be former governors-in-law and the rest of them. Everybody shouting, the commissioner of police doesn't know, and this man is defending him that he doesn't know. What we are saying is that if the commissioner of police, the IG of police, does not know about what is happening in his own community, then he's not supposed to be there. He's supposed to throw in a towel. He has lost control. He is not in charge. They are not. These people are not ashamed of themselves. When they come out and say they are doing things without your knowing, how many people have you fired from the police? How many people have dropped their towel? What I saw yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, on a video, is the man who was taken, who was arrested, who was rendited. He was kidnapped. He's coming back, and the blowing siren is victory for him for escaping. I don't know what the victory is for, whether the victory is for the fact that he escaped death, or victory for the fact that he went to court and then they told him they set him free. What is the victory for? That is the way typical of the zoo, Nigeria. There are no consequences for anything anybody does. The whole story was they went there to kidnap this man, put him in the trunk of the car, kill him somewhere, dump the body, and come out and announce, what they call them, unknown gunmen. Then the next thing is going to be IPOB that did it. Unfortunately for them, this day and age, everybody has a camera. Even there were people that were bold enough to take pictures right in the church. They brought out their cameras and boom, 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 they're getting pictures of all these people. Now when they found out that they know who they are, that kicked off everything. Now everybody's lamenting, they're crying, and the man is coming back victorious with a siren blowing for him. It's not over yet. Many more of you will get to the same shit. Until you let Biafra go, there will be no peace for you guys. You will not sleep at night. You will never go to bed and close your eyes in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the creator of the universe. You will not. All of you. Keep complaining. Keep talking. The commissioner, the IG of police came in. Oh, it's very bold to say it. The man didn't do anything. We just let him go. And then the former governor, he's saying, I trust the IG of police. You cannot take that shit. Shut up, my friend. Be sure to go Korocha or whatever you call yourself. Don't be stupid. You have to think. What are you guys afraid of? They could have just ruined that guy's life for nothing. All in an attempt to set up IPOB. But you know something? There's nothing all of you can do to stop what we are doing. Our quest will continue forever until we get Biafra. Until Biafra is given to us, nobody will go to bed and sleep at night. All of you can be in denial. You know, I hear interviews this morning. Armed robbers who are caught in Delta somewhere. All of them are coming. They are from Imo State. They are claiming that one was Anambra and then eventually turned to Imo. Because, you know, when people are criminals, they're looking for a way to frame this man that they kidnapped. They want a reason for kidnapping the man. No investigation. And you know something? Our so-called newspapers don't even make any sense whatsoever. I saw something on Facebook this morning published by Punch. Punch said, the governor said, he's quoting what the ex-governor said. You are supposed to be a journalist. You don't go and investigate anything. All you sit down. It's unbelievable. The journalists in Nigeria will even quote CNN. According to CNN, CNN is in the United States of America, thousands of miles away. And it's happening right there on your face. And you are quoting CNN. They're quoting Al Jazeera. These people are not there. So what makes you people journalists? You should just close down their office and throw away all the nonsense cameras and things that you have, because you are just worthless and useless. When they say you're cursing people, nobody's cursing anybody. There's nothing wrong with telling somebody that she's very stupid. It's not a curse. It's not an abuse. If you're an intelligent person, prove yourself. But when somebody says don't be stupid, you are being stupid and silly, don't take that as an abuse. It is not. It's just a piece of advice telling you exactly who you are. And that shouldn't be a problem for anybody. So like I said before, what is the consequence for what they have done, Mr. Korocha? What's his name? Rochas. What's your consequence? Is there any consequence? No. This story will die. Just watch. In a couple of weeks, you will not hear it anymore. That's the end of it. That is the way things are treated. I know in the country where I am today, where I'm sitting down right now, if this kind of thing happens, the first person that will throw in the towel is the IG himself. He will go. He will just walk away, but this one will come and tell you, oh, I didn't even know. Your policeman went and arrested somebody illegally. Which means without even your knowledge, according to you. Because I don't believe you don't know. I believe you know. You did not get involved. You didn't know when it happened. He told you, you just heard it on the grave, just heard it the way we heard it, we the common people. And you are still there as an IG. No. You need to go. You need to go. Fire some people already. Give an example. Throw them out of office so that this kind of nonsense will stop, because it is going to continue forever until something is done. You cannot push the dirt under the rug and think it's going to go away. No, it's going to remain there. By the time you open up the rug, that dirt will remain in that place. There is nothing anybody can do except go out there and do what is right. Be bold enough to get up and say, hey, you out. Make it public so that people will know you're working. Otherwise, you are responsible for what has happened. This is Radio Biafra.
They call me the things I don't come again, you know.
And it sounds the big one.
Oh, come Mr. The Success. And the microphone. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. You don't tell when we dey fight for this freedom. All we need is the referendum. 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 Tell me what to do, tell me what you do, tell me what you see, tell me what you see, tell me what you know. All we talking about the referendum. Oh, you see, I never go for long. We don't become a slave, oh, for love. Back in the days, you know what's up. But because of Guru, the photos to come out. I remember when my father they tell me about the war. Then spend so much money just to congolate. Success in one way, the typically go man. You don't tell when we fight for this freedom. You don't tell when we fight for this freedom. All we need is the referendum. 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 Oh yeah. You don't tell when we fight for this freedom. Chukwaki kabya ma ayra yagia. Come rescue your children. Even if I can't say one never. Make we no mind all these politicians so. No mind never just come around. No promise us heaven and earth. You no go see anything after the election. No election in Biafra land. We go sit at home daddy. Make you no forget John. It's the princess success you have your partner no son. Nnamdi Kanu chukuga gozi ringi. Biafra de motherland chukuga gozi rimuno. You don't tell when we fight for this freedom. You don't tell when we fight for this freedom. All we need is the referendum.
All right, you know, the letter that was sent to the IG of police that was addressed to the CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria, about the churches, being requesting that they shut down the churches and close all the churches. They are carrying out their threat. They are not joking, because they went to Kanu in the church on the Christmas Eve. They started shooting sporadically. They killed about 2 people in the church, and 40 others were arrested and taken away. That is what is going on in our land, in Biafra land today. And America is here telling us removing Nigeria as part of the terrorist organization. The point is that the Christians on the world Christians, they are keeping quiet and they are allowing these things to take place, and it's not going to stop. If you think they are going to stop these people, we know how their mind is set. It's all Felonization. That's what they came for. They are not coming here to come and embrace you or anything, and you think they are going to eventually stop doing what they are doing. Of course, that's not true. They are not going to stop. They're going to continue, because that is the agenda. This is something that has been planned for over 30 years. You can know when Babangida was in office, he gave them money to the OIC. OIC means Organization of Islamic Countries. He gave them money for total Islamization of our nation, of that nation called Nigeria. Complete Islamization, no exception. Total, that's the word they used. And total means that everything has to go their way. They are Muslim. I don't even know if these people are Muslims, to be honest with you. Felonization, that's what it is. The Fulanis that are the same thing that they did to Hausa people when they came to their hometown. They go back, they made them believe that their leaders were all not right for them, and made them turn against their leaders and kill all the Hausas. Today, there's no more. Nothing is called Hausa. What we're hearing is Hausa Fulani. There's no such thing. Fulani is Fulani. Hausa is Hausa. They just took over the name because that's the only way they can survive, by saying that they are Hausas. They have no land. They have no home. They are more nomads. They are people that will run around from place to place. They live with their cattle in the bush. They have no place that they call their own. But you know something? Today, they are claiming that the zoo belongs to them. Well, it belongs to you. Take it. But for us, we are not part of it, and that we are never going to be. We know what we want. We know that our land is our land, and nobody's going to take it from us. So they are killing Christians left, right, and center. And during this festive period, they made it very public that this is what they were going to do, and they have not relented. They are going to churches and killing, and everybody knows that. Dr. Michael Rubin, is an American who spoke about it also. We don't have to sit down in our homes and wait for the Americans to talk. CAN, Christian Association of Nigeria. I don't know what those people mean. There's one they call they're not only CAN, they have CAN, they have another one. I don't even know their names. These people are not really doing anything. They are not saying anything about anything that is going on. For them, it will never happen here. That's their normal talk. When they talk about felonization, they say it will never happen here. Right in your face, it is happening every single day, and there is nothing you are trying to do to stop it. This is absurd, and eventually we know that if you keep quiet and don't say anything about it, it is going to continue forever.
Single country, except for Israel. The reason for this are multifold, but first and foremost, the problem is the Christian community faces an existential crisis across the Middle East. The Christian community is declining in every single country except for Israel. The reason for this are multifold, but first and foremost, the problem is that there is a concerted effort to rid the region of Christianity on the part of radical Islamists and other intolerant elements. Now, there are some in the United States that don't want to see the forest through the trees. Frankly, this is also a problem with Europeans. We will come up with all sorts of alternative theories about why Christians are in decline. But the simple fact is that the Christians are being repressed in a way they have not been for centuries. Let's look at this country by country. In Iran, where there's always been a strong Christian community, it is declining almost as quickly as the Jewish community is declining, and that simply is because of the Islamic Republic of Iran. In Lebanon, too, both Sunnis and Shiites, as well as some Christian groups which are willing to align with them, are willing to greenlight policies which are to the detriment of religious freedom. Christians feel that they can't speak up, they can't pray freely, and that they risk life and limb, and their families' life and limbs, if they try to engage in religious freedom, in free prayer, and so forth. In Iraq, too, while the Iraqi government has recognized the problems they face, we can't deny what has happened over the last 18 years with regard to the dislocation of war, and also with regard to the rise of the Islamic State. We also have a situation across the region in areas like Syria, where radical Islamists have targeted the Christian community. They've been caught in the crossfire of what we see going on. We could go country by country into this, but the simple facts are clear that there is a concerted effort to rid the region of Christians, much like 70 years ago, there was a concerted effort to rid the region of Jews. Now, unfortunately, the problem doesn't just rest in the Middle East. In Nigeria, for example, the Christians are under threat, especially in the Biafra region and in the southeast. There's a deliberate Felonization campaign named after President Muhammadu Buhari's Fulani tribe. And unfortunately, they play into American denial. The Americans will try to fit everything into other narratives, for example, into a narrative of climate change, which is sending pastoralists to attack farmers, Muslim pastoralists to attack Christian farmers. The problem is that you can't say that it's a passive manifestation of climate change when some of these pastoralists are being armed with AK-47s and being bussed in from neighboring countries, with the complicity and the encouragement of the Islamist leader of Nigeria. So we've got a situation across the region in which Christians are certainly under threat. Now, I would argue, as much as we talk about human rights, as much as administrations might talk about diplomacy being back, as much as we talk about democracy, religious freedom really is the canary in the coal mine. If religious communities, if Christians and other minorities are under siege, under threat, that's a direct reflection on the character of the regimes in those countries. It can't be denied, and it's time that the United States put religious freedom first and foremost. Otherwise, in less than a generation, Christianity will be gone from the region.
All right, thank you very much. That's a very good one, and we need you to listen to it very attentively, because this is exactly what I was discussing with a friend of mine, talking about United States of America going back to the zoo to remove their name as one of the terrorist countries of the world, countries that are terrorizing Christians. This is happening before our eyes, and some people are still in denial. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let's open up our line for interactive session. You can call, but it still doesn't mean we're going to keep quiet and let you be talking, doing all the talking. So we have to, specify, go straight to the point. Anything you need to say about our struggle this morning, please go ahead and do so. This number here is 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. 845-283-9665 is a signal line. Unfortunately, something happened. I don't know what happened to my Skype, but it's not working this morning. But signal is working. 845-283-9665. Call us. The lines are open for you.
Don't praise Victor. Biafra deje no obia ije freedom na udo ka ị na-arịọ anyị achọghị ihe ịkpọpụ ọbara n'elu ụwa. Anyị bụ ndị Biafra, bụ ndị ji udo na-aga oge isi maka iru ọma ka ejula ka aga n'ihu. Ọ ga-adịkwara anyị na mma. Ụmụ Biafra kekere Biafra na-asako Igbo nwe mmadụ nọ Igbo nwe mmadụ na-asako Ụmụ Biafra dee Biafra na-asako Igbo nwe mmadụ na-asako Eji megwu mekene Chifu Nnamdi Kanu Odogwu ga-adịrị mma onye eze na ọdụbụrụ dị mma. Ọkwa ndị soro gili n'ụwa akọrọ oge obiri lacha ọkwa osisi bụrụ toro emesegoro makwere ọkwa anyị ma n'ọnọdụ ugo.
Caller, good morning. Caller on WhatsApp. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, my big brother. Yes. Mazi, yes, I salute you once more again, and then I say, okay, give you good health. That is what I'm playing for you guys. Mazi, I salute our leader. I say, our ancestors guide and protect him anywhere he is. And Biafrans worldwide, those of you who is fighting genuine cause, not those ones who are looking at where they will get coin, not those ones that Fulanis are bribing, not those ones that are trying to kill their own people by deceiving them. I salute the hardcore IPOB and Biafrans who listen the voice of our leader and know that this man is speaking the truth. These are the people I'm saluting, because I'm not going to salute idiots and cowards and saboteurs in this hallowed platform, because I'm not one of them. I'm never going to be one of them. I live here in England, and I speak to British government the way I want because of what they are doing to my people. And that is why I will continue saying it. That I should let my people go. Britain government, let Biafrans go. Enough is enough. Mazi, my name is I'm calling you from UK here. Mazi, that man you play, he's talking about Christianity. You see, these are the people, Mazi, I don't know if I'm coming out
yes,
clear.
You are. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you. These are the people I prefer IPOBs in US to, see how they can meet him. And although they know, that's why I keep saying, telling Biafrans, whatever that is happening in Nigeria today, there is FBI there, there is Mossad there, there is CIA there. All the secret agents in the world knows the truth. They can't hide away from these things. Forget about that. We come here sometimes, we call them. They are there. They are there on the ground. They know. They report to their government of the world what happened. But because of the selfish interest of some of the things, they ignore that people are dying. How can that man who said, Mr. Trump, that is why I still like Trump till tomorrow. It doesn't matter how people hate him. This is a man who looks in for, he will tell you in your front. He never, Trump, on his 4 years, he disagreed with the British government. He look at them in their face and tell them, Go to hell with your evil. Trump did that. We live here, we know what is happening. He look at them in their front and tell them, you are doing evil. He's here, we're not going to hide it. It is the truth. That is why they were pushing him to take him away, because he's saying the truth. And Mr. Pompeo, Mike Pompeo, the former Secretary of State, he took his time and see what is happening in Nigeria, and to report to Trump that these people, the Fulanis, are killing Christians. He reported back to Trump and told him the truth, that these northern governors are sponsoring jihad. They are killing Christians. What did Trump did? The so-called impostor that came to us, whoever that person be, we don't know. Trump took his time and told that idiot that if you don't stop the killings of Christians, that he will do something. If you don't do something about it, he will do something. The record is there. Yep. And now, what they did is to gang against this man. And I was telling people to vote this man, that this man, he look into your eyes and tell you the truth. He does not hide his feeling. Trump does not hide his feeling. The same way I don't hide my feeling. I told you the way I want to say it. And they remove him. Now what is happening? And this Biden, I don't have much about Biden, but I have much about this his Secretary of State. Mazi, can you remember me his name? That man name again?
I don't even know, my dear. To be honest with you, I don't know.
Oh, yes.
I don't.
Yes, for his name, Tony Blinken or something like that. A fraudster, a criminal who were bribed in Nigeria. I want these people to come. Let's debate with this murderers called Tony Blinken. He went in Nigeria and they bribed him. He was bribed by the Fulanis. They removed the name removed Nigeria from the watch list of killing Christians. What is happening today? Because he took bribe. Trump that put it there. No, he has the evidence that they are killing Christians. He have it. He's there. This man that is speaking now, he's not an Igbo man. He's not a Yoruba man. Or they say they bribe. He know what they are doing. And Mazi, before I leave, I want to specifically say something to Obasanjo. You see, this Obasanjo think that he is untouchable. This Obasanjo did not know that he dealt with our fathers, yes. But Obasanjo should remember that this present Biafrans that he is dealing with now, we are not going to look anybody's face. We can catch him raw and tear him. Obasanjo did not know. We are not going to count on what somebody who is going to say anymore. No. Our people are dying. You know, Obasanjo was fighting with Edwin Clark. And Edwin Clark replied him that the oil he's trying that Joe has been feeding him, that baboon of water. Edwin Clark told him that Joe has been feeding him since, and now they are looking how to stop feeding him. He's growing fat. Obasanjo now replied to Edwin Clark, Biafrans, listen. Instead of him to tell Edwin Clark exactly what he feels, he now bring politics into it, telling Edwin Clark that if Biafra could have won the war, what I'm telling you now is what Obasanjo replied, that Biafrans, the Igbos could have take over the whole oil and take over everything, which is false, which is lie. These are the same divide and rule they have been playing. When Nnamdi Kanu come and destroy it, when our Riverine brothers and sisters see what Obasanjo said, they will think it's true. Obasanjo took his time now and called Igbos out that if the Ojukwu could have won the war, he could have took everything in Niger Delta, which me I know is lie. Yeah. That is why they are lying to our people. You will see an Igbo person, an Igbo person from Ikwe, if he bearing Chukuma, he will say it's not an Igbo. You see the problem we are having, and I'm calling to Nigeria himself. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Nigeria, Fulani, release Nnamdi Kanu. We have been standing this thing like as a warning. We don't have Nigeria. Now at Chineke, we don't have anything to lose. We don't have anything. Rather, you have something to lose. Because if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu, I swear, Biafrans all over the whole world, if we don't set both the international community ablaze and Nigeria ablaze, I will be thinking how to do myself.
Right,
thank you for giving me this.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you very much for your contribution. You know, this brings me to the idea of what you're saying Obasanjo is saying. Obasanjo is stupid and foolish too. He's an old man. I might call him my senior brother. I wouldn't call him my father. He's not old enough to be my dad. He's very foolish because he knows that what Edwin Clark told him is the truth. There's food coming, there's material thing that they take and sell, and he's telling him, if Ojukwu had won the war, they could have taken everything. Things that is in the Riverine area is not something you can move. They are not like motorcar where you can drive it off. The oil is there. You have been taking it. What have you done for them? What have you people done? Edwin Clark has been in government God knows for how long. What have you done for them? You are taking the material from them. Okay, the Igbo man, the Biafran man didn't win. You won. So now you're taking it and disorganizing and taking away from the people and not even caring about them. They have no water to drink. They have no electricity. Go to Goniland. I have been there. I'm not making it up. Put on a white shirt, and when there's rain drop, look at your shirt. It's all black spots. These are things that they are breathing in that place. And he has the audacity to open his mouth to say, if Biafra had won the war, number one, the Igbo man does not even take anything. He goes there to live there with you, make sure that the place looks good. That's what they are talking about. The Ogoni man is not telling you because you are taking there. He's telling you that his life is messed up. He's telling you that you're taking something there. They are feeding you in the sense that you go there, you steal from them. You don't care about them. So when somebody is stupid, we have to tell them that he's foolish. Obasanjo is quite foolish for what he said. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make one single sense. Oh, Igbo man could have taken. This brings me to a conversation I had with some group of teachers, young teachers, at the end of the war, the end of Biafra war. I was in Port Harcourt and we were having a discussion. That was when this idea of, the Igbo man this, the Igbo man that, they were talking. And I, at the end of the war, changed my name to PETERS to be able to fit in as a Rivers person. These are beautiful teachers and young ladies. They were just we're all together, we discussed. And I asked them a question that I never forget. That question was, this oil that you are trying to grab, that you think that the Igbo man is taking the oil. Don't you think that even if you grab this oil and you share it among Biafrans, that you will get more than you will get when they... He said, no. After our people are going to get 30 years along the line. Sarawiwa. Ken Sarawiwa, that was his argument. Our people, our oil, our this, our that. They made promises at the end of the war. 30 years and nothing happened. He went to them and said, wait till me the agreement now. This is not what we said. And you know what? He started saying, no. You people have to leave our land. What did they do? They took him, they hung him, they killed him overnight. Till today, that same oil is going. Obasanjo, that's what Edwin Clark could have asked. Because the lack of Edwin Clark, too, is another stupid old man who is not even thinking. He's been in government forever. What has he done for his people? What? Tell me what? God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, has a way with people. He will keep them alive to sit down there and see what they have mess they have caused their own people. Let me keep taking my calls. I have a call coming on straight line. Good morning, caller. Caller on straight line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Good morning from here.
Good afternoon, MAZI IYKE.
There we go.
The Elohim Chukwu Okike Abiyama, who lives in heaven and direct the affairs of Biafrans and IPOB and Directorate of State and MAZI Nnamdi, bless you.
Bless you too.
My name is MAZI Chinemerem Oduku. I head from Abade in Wangele local government. All privilege Biafra land. The kingdom of God must surely restore. Nothing all this canker wars, all these sorts of prediction can do it. Because they are creator. Nobody can fight his creator.
Yes.
But the kind of drama that's going in the state by Rapture and the son-in-law and the Hitler in the state, called Imo State, or hopeless also them. But you see, they want to kill Itewosu. If they eventually kill that man, they will target the IPOB and ESN.
Oh yeah.
And all these fleets called themselves Igbo in diaspora, some of them in diaspora in our side will carry it in, help them and carry it in social media.
Yeah.
But now everybody can see that Rutos of them and the Rota Sokota, they are the ones that killing people, innocent people in Imo State. And I pray those innocent blood will cry and cry for vengeance and venge their entire generation to close all of them.
Yes.
But you see the clip that the play card that man talking. I keep on telling people, Mazi, I am not IPOB saying this one, but I am the one that saying this one. Mazi, see Democrat. These people called Democrats. They are A4. See Democrats. These people, everybody go and look what Democrat is doing in the world. These people are pussycats. Democrat is evil. Democrat is evil. Go and check the leaders of God. Democrats have never do anything good in the world. They are devil. They are demon in white clothes. Democrats in any place, in any country, they are evil. They are evil. How can somebody say that Nigeria is not killing with Christian? How can a Democrat? How can my brother, you see Biafra? I told them Biafra is going to expose many things. Biafra is the judgment of God on God. After this judgment, destruction will follow. But they don't know. They are going. They think they are white people. They can manipulate. You can't walk with God. You can't direct God. You can't create. You can find what God has been done before. But you cannot create. Only God has power to create. White man, you cannot create a human being. White man, send out from demons from heaven. You cannot create human being. Leave Biafrans alone. White man, leave Biafrans alone. You people cannot destroy the kingdom of God. You people cannot do that. And all these politicians, all these slave journalists in Biafra land, when you meet them, they say, I'm educated, I am well refined. When you meet them, you know that their brain is empty. Okay, the Obasanjo and the class, all of them are two feathers. If you class is a sabo, Obasanjo is a sabo, people don't know that Obasanjo is an Igbo man. Let me tell you, Obasanjo, you are not a Yoruba man. Yoruba will reject you and reject your sons and sons and sons. In time come, time shall tell. You will see what you have to do to yourself because you fight your ancestors. You are the clerk. Time shall come. This Biafra today, this attitude of today, we have raised from the dust, and nobody will stop us until we achieve this kingdom of God must only suffice. And all these evil men will go down, all of them. We are not afraid of them. We are not. Let them bring all the ammunition, only just catapult that Goliath used and destroyed David. We have to go tell them, you people don't know him. And he's going to do with all of you. Because that's why you people hold in DSS. You people are holding the Ark of Covenant. He's going to destroy the earth. Except he release that man. Release that innocent man. If not that, he's going to destroy the earth. You think that man is ordinary man? Nnamdi thinks that is Obama. You think that Nnamdi is a Trump? You think that Nnamdi is a Benjamin Netanyahu? No. That man is Ark of Covenant. He came for a mission. And he will not stop that mission until he completes that mission. You people are going to see what is going to happen. Concerned people around 2022. Let me say, all the Nigerians, we are going to see hell 2022. Before your pastor that the video will profess for you, let me profess for you now. Those Nigerians, those journalists in Nigeria, pastors in Nigeria, police in Nigeria, you people are going to see hell 2023. Few days now to enter that you call 2023. You people are going to suffer. You people are going to see hell.
Thank you.
You people are going to see hell. See what this IG police is talking. Man without honor, shameless people, terrorist police, terrorist army. MAZI IYKE, may Elohim bless you. The kingdom of God must surely restore. God bless you. We are glad.
Thank you very much. All right, this is Radio Biafra, USA 2. We're still here taking calls. Let's see who is online right now. Caller on WhatsApp. I have a call on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you there? All right.
Yes.
Another one. Caller. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes. Maza PETERS, can you hear me, sir?
Good morning.
Dada PETERS, Jishike, ezigbo dada. Dada Jishike. Biafrans all over the world, Udochukwu okike abịa madara anyị niile. Ọmọdé ụjọ atụkwala onye ọbụla. The whole world, not Fulani Makedo, the whole world have gathered to kill us and take our land. But we are, see, Biafrans, let it be written today before the whole world that you see IPOB. We are the ambulance, complete ambulance that is taking every beer because we are all dead. We are using our last thread and our last blood to return to our home. So this ambulance is bringing Biafrans. I could imagine ambulance in a boom man like a mountain arrow. Maka want to know no Jupiter life for every line. Maka United Nations.
All right, caller, I don't know what happened to your line. You're not talking anymore. I can't hear anything you're saying. Let's see. Let me see if you're going to come in. If you don't, then I have to take some.
First, that's enough for her like that. Sir?
Go ahead. Just round it up, sir. Your line is breaking.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I'm going to anywhere. Then the chicken deuxième. Tu crois qu'il y a dans ma simzegi? First Chronicles, chapter 2. Chapter 2, First Chronicles, chapter 1 to end. We are the people that have a family tree. Fulani don't have their descendant. They don't know who their father and the grandfather is. We know who we are. Oh yeah, First Chronicles, chapter 2, from verse 1 to end. Then the Second Chronicles, chapter 31, from verse 1 to end. And the same Second Chronicles, chapter 32, from verse 1 to end. Then they take the Biafrans. Then I PETERS, Sorokwe, Gomaya, because they are threatening us. But our God is formidable. They will see it. Fulani, we will see Job chapter 2. Job chapter 2, from verse 1 to end. And the Psalm 70 from verse 1 to end.
Thank you.
Our leader is here. He has been before. And he's there again for the second time. Let no scratch be on his body. Just watch it. That is the message from the creator that created you. I give you your own land. And you want to come and kill our Biafrans. According to Jeremiah chapter 6. Jeremiah chapter 6 from verse 1 to end. All the religious leaders, all the governors, they have surrendered also. They are PETERS, they have surrendered us. But we are formidable. We are POP. We are watching them with clear eyes. Let our leaders spend the first there. Then they will see the hell.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your call. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Stay tuned. Don't go away. Call us. The lines are open still.
Josh. Huh. Ino, and that's so.
All right, good morning. Caller, take down your listening device.
Oh, my listening device is not on. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Listening to you changing your name to Ike PETERS reminds me of what some of us has to go through just to find a living.
Yes.
Madagascar, and Biafra, I don't know what to tell the person. The thing you are going to tell me is we've been receiving reports 3 days in a row now.
Yes.
Okoze SARS. The first day we got a report that they are torturing Biafrans at Okoze SARS, like really brutally torturing Biafrans. Yesterday we got a report that they would put knife on a hot fire and use that knife to be torturing our people. Today, we got another report that they are using, there is a juju pot that they have inside their Okoze SARS. Every day, they will lynch a Biafran, and the blood of the Biafran will go into that juju pot that they have. in that place. So each day, a Biafran person is used for sacrifice in or at Okozosas. And that there is a brother, they try to shoot inside the Okozosas. Bullet didn't enter that brother's body. They hung the brother and then bleached his throat. So atrocity is going on at Okozosat. And I was thinking that Nigeria put an end to it, but what they are committing atrocities there, so I leave that one out there. Then the video that was captured, Wosu and everything, that man I've always been saying they wanted to kill him, but because that somebody God sent recorded it, they spared his life. So now Gaddafi, Okoro Awusa is now asking Hope Uzodinma, who killed Gulak? He should come out and tell Biafrans who killed Gulak. Okay, 2 kilometers away from his home, they found main gunmen. So this, in my opinion, is the case won't die. Is the beginning of our struggle. And because of this, so many atrocities have been involved. So now they've given us a new lift. Very shortly, Biafra will come on because of that single video clip. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So,
we need to put them on notice.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra. I don't know why my phone is acting very funny at this time. The voice is coming back to me. I don't know if it's from my phone or from the straight line. However, our sister has spoken very well. She told about the Okozosas. I thought Okozosas had ended. Honestly, that's what I thought. After the entire thing, I didn't know they were still there. That's a zoo for you. You know, they make noise about certain things and you think it's over. No. Wosu that narrowly escaped death is just magnanimity of somebody who had a video camera and the phone camera, whatever, that recorded what happened. Otherwise, by now, he could have been history. He could have been completely forgotten because that's the way it works in the zoo. You know, they go out there, they make some noise, and that's the end of it. The IG of police, like I was saying this morning, says they're trying to vindicate him. He doesn't know about it. He doesn't know about it. So what is he going to do about it? Just like that? If he has lost control of his men, then he's not supposed to be there. That's my own point. The resignation should start with him. That if he thinks he doesn't know anything about it, then he should fire some people. If he doesn't fire anybody, then he should go himself. It's not worth the office that he's occupying. Caller, good morning. I have a caller on Principal Officer's line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes. Dr. MAZI IYKE.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
MAZI, good afternoon from Biafra land. Yes. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama, Elohim, who created the heaven and the earth, may he continue to bless and guide you and give you more wisdom. You say, and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Ohamadike of Africa. Anywhere you are, we know that you are in the DSS dungeon. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to strengthen you and give you more wisdom to defeat your enemies. And any man born by a flesh or any woman thinking death for you, may death follow that person and his generation. He said, MAZI IYKE, my name is Michael Israel, and I'm calling from the Holy Land of Biafra, which is the land of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. MAZI, I will say, may Elohim bless you once more, because, you know, you are doing a very good job enlightening us every day. Even sometimes, you know, after when I listen to Radio Biafra, sometimes I won't even, you know, bother calling, because what we learn every day in Radio Biafra is awesome. Is very, very marvelous. And MAZI, what I will say before I drop, you know, when you were teaching us some things that is happening in the zoo, you talked about the journalists in Nigeria. Mazi, honestly, the journalists in Nigeria, both the ones that is on radio, FM, broadcasting all over Nigeria and in Biafra land, Mazi, they are very, very useless. You see the journalists in Nigeria, my guy, those people are the most primitive people. I don't even supposed to call them people. I should be calling them monkeys because they are not even behaving like a people. I don't think that the water is running in their veins because they are all chimpanzees like Obasanjo. Because Obasanjo is, look at his name, Obasanjo. Master Peter, I don't want to get annoyed, please. May Elohim continue to guide and bless the good Biafrans, those that are called genuinely by Chukwu Okike Abiama, those that are come to stay under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu and restore Biafra. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide you all because it's only Elohim Chukwu Okike that knows the genuine ones who that have come to restore this kingdom of Chukwu Okike Abiama here on this earth. Mazi, thank you for the good work you are doing. May Elohim bless you.
Bless you, sir. Thank you so much. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. The signal line is 845-283-9665. The line is still open for you. Give us a call.
What do? Josh, huh? Inno, and that's so. My dear, NEPA doesn't give us light, that's why I say we no go better for all Nigerian politicians and leaders who don't lead us since 1960. I said, definition, not direction. The politicians go to confusion. Abomination turn to tradition. Abomination turn to tradition. My jolly just them confused like people who don't go low. They go ya abada saying they fight corruption. In America, people will not get primary certificate, them the who professors CEO. They go ya abada saying they fight corruption. Hunger day, insurgency day, insecurity everywhere. They go ya abada saying they fight corruption. La 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 la. And when them don't ready to, wine Nigerians, and they rewind Nigerians and composition Nigerians, then you will see them appear with a smelling gutter media. By then, they will come appear for front of your television and they tell you rubbish stuff. And this is the news headline of the day. The FCC recovers $321 million Abacha loot. Another 319 million looted funds discovered by the FCC. Suppose $500 million Abacha loot recovered by EFCC missing.
All right, I have a call coming in on WhatsApp. Caller, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, Maz, good morning. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Go ahead. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, good morning, great Biafrans. My name is Maz Wisdom. I hail from Ohajima. Ohajima is in Nimo Province, Biafra land. I'm here this afternoon to make some comments based on what you're discussing. Number one is the killing, that the arrest of the adoption of Uche Nwosu, which the IG of police said that he don't know anything about. He don't know anything about because people captured and videoed when they adopted him. If that they didn't video it, he will come openly and say that it's unknown government. He will come openly and say that his IPOB is this and that. But now, I know he knew that because there is no operation that hierarchy officers will go without IG of police knowing, commissioner of police of Imo State knowing. They knew, but just that they are playing with the life of Africans. Then I link it to the US Tony Blank or whatever he called himself, that removed the list of the Zoological Republic, US, that removed their list from the country persecuting and killing Christians. They are playing them with the life of Africans because they know to them our life doesn't matter in anything to them. Like IG of police, if the life of Nigeria matters, by now he will resign or he will sack some officers for them carrying that a crime against humanity. But they will know because our life matters not to them. And I don't blame them. I blame politicians mostly in Biafra land, because they are aiming 2023 that Chineke will use fire and destroy all of them with the Igbo presidency. They will not come out and speak. They are not deaf and dumb. If it's before, they will say, IPOB do this, IPOB do that. But now all of them have gone deaf and dumb. And I pray may they remain deaf and dumb. May they never speak again. May they be blind. May they be deaf. May they be all the politicians from the Eastern region. Foolish people. The people that the life of your people does not matter. If you go there 2020, what will they go and do? All these politicians, if they finish killing all the people, who will come out again to come and vote them? That's the reason why I hear anybody saying PVC. I'm very, very angry. PVC to do or to vote to. The same people that they will kill you, they will not come and talk. The same people that they will not give you electricity. The same people that they cannot give you ordinary water. They can't give you. They can't build any infrastructure. These are the people you want to go and vote again. Then coming to Edwin Clark and Obasanjo, both of them should hide their face in shame. Every time owing. What do they benefit? Nothing. So what we are saying is that Biafra is where we stand, and nothing any man will do to stop us. Mas, thank you for picking my phone.
Thank you so much. God bless you too. All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. I still have to remind you that tomorrow, special broadcast interactive session is coming in tomorrow with MAZI Chinasanworu, MAZI Izayoba, and MAZI Uchechukwu Nachi. Tomorrow, the time will be 7 p.m. Biafra land time on Radio Biafra. 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Make sure you synchronize your watch. It's tomorrow, 30th of December. It's going to be interactive session. You're going to call and, just the way you're calling here. You call them over there and they're going to give you answer to your questions. Set your watch. Make sure that you stay tuned to that broadcast because it's the end of the year broadcast from them. You might not be able to hear anything about them again until probably next year. So make sure that you are there and you tune in and then be part of the interactive session. The date is 30th December, that's tomorrow. It's coming out tomorrow. Today is 29th. And the time will be 7 p.m. Biafra land time. I have a call. Let me take this one. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from. All right, I don't know what happened. The line just dropped itself. So make sure that you are in tomorrow with the interactive session with MAZI Chinasanworu and Izayoba and Uchechukwu Nachi. They all be there tomorrow. Make sure that the time, I repeat, 7 p.m. Biafra land time. Make sure that you synchronize your watches to match the time. It's going to be Biafra land time, 7 p.m. the night. All right, we're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 345-344-79845, 7984, I'm sorry, 929 plus 1-929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers. The ladies, let me take this call again. that is trying to come in. Let me see if he's going to work this time. Caller on WhatsApp. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, MAZI PETERS. Good afternoon, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, PETERS. Thank you for having me. And thank you for what you have been doing for Biafra. And thank you for standing strong in what you believe. As allow me to appreciate Nnamdi Kanu, the man who dedicated himself and his family to see that Biafra are liberated. I say, may his days belong on this earth. Long live Nnamdi Kanu. Long live IPOB. Long live United States of Biafra. And long live ESN. Mazi, what you said this morning about this guy that raising up his shoulder, that people think that we're here to play. You give this guy that go to put someone pass program on our website. You give this guy 2 days to call you, and this guy don't want to drop in his this thing to call you. Today he's facing it rot. Now I heard you saying that he has already brought Simon Ekpa's program down, but you demand him to shut down the whole website. Now, Mazi, I assure you, we surely shut down the whole website. Because, you see, when they tell them to do something easily, they don't like it. When you say, just call me, tell me that you make a mistake or there's error that makes you to add this guy that is not a member of IPOB, and our own broadcast is not in the website, you remove our own in totally and put somebody else. Just call me, we make an arrangement to tell me what happened. And this guy refused. Today is getting it hot. Mars, as you said that you want him to brought all the whole website down, he will surely do that. Mars is getting it hot. I assure you, he must surely do what you demand for him to do. We are not here to joking. This is our life. How can you remove a whole broadcast of you and Mars and put somebody that not belongs to this family? And now you want to remove it and say, I have done what you demand me. No, we want you to bring the whole website down. That is our demand now. The whole website, we want you to shut it down. That is number one. Maz, before I comment one thing again, I just want to thank one of our brother, Kanu. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday on the other our brother's program. He clear many things. He clear air that on that program. I salute him. I thank you for what you have been doing. I know that he's doing his job silently. Nobody know what this guy is doing, but this guy is doing marvelously. Believe me, our leader will be surely released very soon. Very soon. Those people will come on air or come on website yapping, doing nothing. As I said always, talking is cheap and talking is easy. It can talk anyhow. Like this rabbit called by Charles, who we got from on tape that says they want to bribe Mazalos and others so that they will take Radio Biafra from us. They have come up openly. He says this is the time now to take over IPOB app, Radio Biafra app. This is the time to take it from DOS. Yeah, he says, okay, you can talk, you can yap, come and take it, let's see. Come and take it, let's see. If we don't get him on tape, he will deny that he never said something of that nature. But now we have get him now he come up openly to say, is this time to, okay, come and do it. You see, what you said before that people says we are mentioning the name of these people. No, we are talking the truth here. It's only on Radio Biafra you hear the truth. Anything we hear is the truth. Like what you said about this app. Now the truth are becoming that this guy hijacked the app and put somebody else. Now I have removed the guy's name. We want him to bring the app down. That is our demand. Now coming to Korocha, Okorawosa, and Ozodemba himself. You see, these people, they are best of the same feather. When Ozodemba entered as a governor of Imo State, people cried up. Nnamdi Kanu shouted. He said, don't allow this man to take over. This man is a Fulani stooge. Don't let him to take over Imo State. And Okoro also went to him. They laughed together. They jubilate together. But today, Okoro also is now shouting, lamenting. This is just beginning. Okoro also, he will tell us all what you know. Okoro also is not a saint. I know some people are sympathizing with him. Okoro also is not a saint. It's the same thing with us of them. Only Ozodimba is killing his own people. Okoro also take everything that belongs to Imo State to himself. So they're all the same. So nobody should sympathize with Okoro. They're all the same. Birds of the same feather flew together. Mazi, thank you for having me and God bless you.
All right,
Thank
you very much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here at 646-920-4541, 845-344-7984, 929-406-9953. Call us. The lines are still open for you to make your contribution as much as you can.
It's M. Josh on the beat.
For a Buriako, now waiting to discuss for Buriako. Now waiting happen we know call. Let's talk about a Buriako. Now waiting happen for a Buriako. Now waiting to discuss for Buriako. Now waiting make way know call.
After 54 years in Nigeria, still they shake to break. After 54 years in Nigeria, still they shake to separate. Life's don't go, people don't buy things, it don't spoil. But you could solve the debt, but you could fight the debt, but you could try to stop on the slow, but the Nigerian government refuse. Somewhere for Ghana, they will discuss restructuring. There was problem and they agreed to restructure Nigeria. On the 4th and 5th of January 1967, General Gowon Ideja, him accepted the Aburiako. General Ankara Ideja, Colonel Ujuku Ideja, and they accept the Aburiako, and they must accept restructuring. But when they come back Nigeria, Nigeria government refused the deal. Them causing problem. They fight people into theory. Them execute genocide on us and them call them war. Them kill my people plenty. Them call them war. Them kill our mama. Them kill our papa. Them kill our uncle. Them kill our aunt. Them kill small children, Them kill 5 million people, Them kill the people where demand for restructuring, The other people who demand for restructuring, After 54 days, them still they kill, them still they shoot, them still they wild. But today, everybody they run, scatter. Everybody they run, X-Men they kill, terrorists they shoot, government to thief. God don't reject Nigeria. Devil don't punish Nigeria. Nigeria government kill my people for genocide. Our battle situation understatement. Now everybody that you come out for the matter. As this matter won't carry many people go.
Let's talk about Aburiako. Now waiting happen for Aburiako. Now waiting to discuss for Aburiako. Now waiting happen we know call. Let's talk about Aburiako. Now waiting happen for Aburiako. Now waiting to discuss for Aburiako. Now waiting make we know call.
Nigeria ain't like this today because nobody talk the truth. Nigeria ain't like this today because the government na lie. Them go use a shit for church and media go clean the shit. In our curriculum for school, them not teach us our history. Now where we go learn, now how we go learn. When the Kanu come save us, Nigerian government teaches them. Nigeria government arrest them. Nigeria government shoot them. Them use media paint and black. Nigerians hate the truth. Now which day where we go up? Now which town where we go stand? Nigerians no one here. Nigerians no one truth. Nigerians no one learn. They dance to the government tune. They kill us, they do us. They deceive us, they confuse us. They give our land to strangers, Our eyes come open. They give our land to strangers, Nigerians come wake up. Suddenly, Nigerians they talk, say they want restructuring. Suddenly, Suddenly, you're waiting on you could see it don't happen. Nigerians, they talking, say they want restructuring. Nnamdi with Nigerians, everybody come open eye. Nigerians, they cry, say they want restructuring. Plenty of my people who want the referendum, they no want restructuring you. Nigerians, they cry, say they want restructuring. God don't reject Nigeria. Devil don't punish Nigeria. Nigeria government kill my people for genocide. Our back to situational understatement. Now everybody that you go out for the matter. As this matter won't carry many people go. Let's talk about Aburia Core. Now waiting happen for Aburia Core.
All right, Josh, giving us the history of what happened for Aburi. Aburi, Aburi, Ghana, that's where they went for a meeting. They could have saved this country, honestly. Could have saved the zoo, could have saved the world, could have gotten us what we wanted. First of all, the Aburi Accord was adhered to. There couldn't have been any war at the time. And the simple thing, but something, devil say, no, will I never suffer enough. I'm going to give you more time to think and return to me. Chukwuokike Abịama was the one that made it. Because they went to Aburi, simple document. When they went there, it was brewing. There was no war yet. They were trying to see refugees were coming left, right, and center. I was in Enugu at the time. I was out of school. And we see them go to the train stations. They were coming. Some of them with double-colored slippers. Most of them had nothing with them. Some people that have spent many, many years in the north, they come back with plastic bag. I wish that video, there was a video at the time that could have taken those pictures. Maybe if they show it to these our people at this time, they will start thinking properly like normal people. Because when they think, there are people that went to the north as children, served, became grown men, got married, raised their kids there. They have their life there. For them, they settled down. It looks like they've now found a country. But then during the massacre, the pogrom, they were killing people left, right, and center. I remember my old man was there. My father was in Yola. I wasn't there. We were all in Biafra land, but my dad decided he was transferred with civil servants. So he didn't take us with him, so he went there on his own. And then when this whole crisis started, my mother, I remember, told him to come back. He said, no. That is the son of the king of Yola was his best friend, and they were going to protect him and all that. So finally, when he came back, I met him at the railway station in Port Harcourt. When I saw him coming out of the train, I didn't know that was my father. He was wearing the slippers that he had, these rubber slippers. One was blue and the other one was red. Apparently, he looked terrible. So we went to Aba, and the first question my mother asked, because my family was living in Aba at the time, we went from Port Harcourt to Aba, and the first question my mother asked was, "Kezi Makezi Yola?" My father just looked at that. They walked into the compound. It's in the Yola. These are people who are supposed to save him. Our people know they hear something. There were people too that came back during that war. Believe me, they came back brought their families back, and because of their property, they want to go back to the north and see what is going on. Most of them didn't come back. They died there. I'm telling you, it's going to happen again. It's never going to stop. If you think they're going to give up, they have forgotten. No, it's only you. As you know, 2 times. You sit down there, you think it's not going to happen again. It can never happen here. That's almost a normal thing. When they talk about Felonization, somebody will go, it can never happen in this place. Now, why? That's all right. You are making noise. It's happening already, and there's nothing you're going to be able to do. If you don't prevent it, it is going to happen. If you don't start from the beginning, you wait for it until it gets to your nose, very close to your mouth. That's when you start talking. Because if you think they are not serious about Felonization, they are doing everything, even though we might not let them do it. But at least you could have saved yourself from the beginning. If from the beginning, when Nnamdi Kanu started this, if we had stood behind him, I remember him coming to America, going there to the World Igbo Congress, telling them what he sees that is going to happen if they don't do anything. They laughed at him, they mocked at him. There are people like me that live, most of us who live in the United States that are very old people. We think we are very knowledgeable. We know everything. Yeah, we go home, take a couple of dollars, go there. The money becomes like you are a rich man. You are not. You're fooling yourself. Well, all of us are guilty of that. Take your tax returns at the end of the year, grab it together, just run, boom, 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 go to the village. If you're a bachelor who is not married yet, and they're showing you who you're going to marry, I say, put the 1 carton or be put the 5. So it's like you're giving the impression that you're very rich. No, you're not. You are not. What we are saying is that I call it balloonistic balloon. The wealth in Nigeria is like a balloon. Big blue. It's very fat, but you think there is something there. No, it's just air. One small needle, poop, and it will explode, and you discover that the poor man. Because if you have a wealth that you don't have control over, when somebody is the one controlling your wealth, and you stand out and think you're a great man, you've made it. No, that man that has the pen and the paper that is controlling the electricity can turn you off. You have nothing of your own. There is nothing you can do. You are just a slave. You are dancing to your master's voice, and there is nothing. You are worth nothing. It doesn't matter how much money you think you have. It's temporal. You can be broke overnight. They can make you broke. That man that has no money, that is in government, will eventually drag you down, drag you to the mud. And that is exactly what has been happening. We were talking about Uche Nwosu being abducted in broad daylight inside the church. He's lucky to be alive. And you know something? He is coming back, and as a trump, when Jesus went into Jerusalem, they were waving palm trees, Hosanna, Hosanna. That's what they did for him. Hosanna, Hosanna. What did you escape from? You escaped from the people who illegitimately or illegally abducted you. There's no consequences for anything. You go home now and sit down, and this case is forgotten. Okorocha said something, said, if you can treat this person like this, what about a common man? Don't worry. The chicken will eventually come home to rest. We know it's going to happen. Our leader told us from the beginning of this journey. We started with hoodlums, people that are jobless, people that are hopeless, people that have no future. They are hungry people, they are this, they are that. It's okay. We take it, we remain here, hungry and dejected as we are, no problem. So, you that is everything, they are coming to your doormat. So there you cannot sleep and wake up. You can't sleep with your 2 eyes closed. It doesn't matter who you are. You can see our properties are going up inferno. They are burning places left, right, and center. You are still there hoping, crying the same one Nigeria. Insurance. I know that if your business, most of the people in the Nigerian business, that's why I call you. I say your wealth is like a balloon. But I don't have a small pin. You become broke, completely broke, and nothing will remain. Okay, if you live in a real country where there is insurance, whatever happens to you and your business is insured. How many people has that back home? People don't even drive their cars without. I'm telling you honestly, I remember somebody, an insurance manager, telling me something one time. That was many years ago. I went home and he's a friend of mine. He wasn't just misadvising me. He's an insurance executive, insurance. And then he asked me what kind of insurance I had. I just showed it to him. He smiled. He said, you are beyond this. How can you have this? This is a third-party insurance. That's what he called it. I don't know what that meant anyway. He said, if anything happens to this car now, you're driving a car worth millions of naira and you don't even have an insurance covering. That is the way they live there. So what we'll say when you are in a room, you join them. Whatever way they do it, that's the way you do it. I gave paper, gave me insurance, they got me this paper, and the man is telling me, making me understand that this thing is worthless. What they are telling you is that when you hit somebody's car, you repair that person's car, not yours. So if this car is stolen from you today or runs on fire, you are done. That's exactly all their businesses. Most of them have no insurance to cover their business. I saw the looting that was going on in what's his name again? Peter, the governor, the former ex-governor in Abuja. He had a supermarket, and the supermarket was on fire. I saw people looting and people are carrying mattresses on their head and things like that. I hope he has insurance, Because otherwise, that is the thing. Everywhere there's fire engulfing our property. This is they trying their best. Have anybody forgotten Adamu? Adamu, the man that had a conversation. It was a telephone conversation that was intercepted. As by the time we finish with these Igbo people, they'll be worthless. That is it. That is exactly where they are going. They are burning your properties. They are making sure you don't have anything. And you are there, you fold your hand and you are watching. And nobody will say anything. They kidnap somebody in the church in broad daylight. And then they take him to Abuja by chartered jet. And then eventually comes back and the siren is blowing. The IG is saying, I don't know anything about it. And they did this thing in my backyard. And nobody's resigned. Nobody. It's over. The case is ended. This is Radio Biafra. Biafrans, we will keep on preaching and telling you the truth all the time. The choice of what to do, it's all dependent on you. Our leader has done his best, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. He has educated us enough, and those of us who want to pay attention, we listen to him, and we know that every single thing that he's saying is the truth, just simply the truth. Whether we want to accept it or we don't want to accept it, it's not going to change anything. It's going to make things worse. If you think that Nigeria is eventually going to come back and embrace you and hug you, okay, that's your problem. Till today as we speak, there are many of us who are still in the north. I'm not saying anybody should come back. No, if you want to remain there, fine, no problem. At least I told you my father, after being a civil servant for many years, most of his life, he went to Yola, he came back with a plastic bag that had nothing in it because he was driven out of the place. He had two colored slippers, and when I questioned that, he said, I had even no shoes on because what I'm wearing right now is something that I saw in the train. Somebody died, and then I took over his slippers, and that's what is going to happen to most of you if you keep on doing what you're doing. If you're not thinking, if you're not using your brain to think, if you think that Nigerians want you and that they're going to change tomorrow and become something else, you have yourself to blame. All right, this is Radio Biafra. Let us go at this time. MAZI Alozie is next, and please stay tuned. Don't go away. Still a reminder that Biafra means religion for us. And Radio Biafra here is where we worship. Stay tuned and don't go away. From me to you, it's goodbye.
The last hope we have is in Biafran restoration. I believe. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukukike Abiyama. Let your kingdom come. Listen to Radio Biafra. It's where we worship. As a Chukukiki Abiyama. Let your kingdom come.
It's modern. All right. Good evening, great Biafrans, wonderful people, beautiful people. I welcome you yet again. It is another day Chukwoki Kabiama have made, and we have come, of course, to continue doing unstoppably so the work that Elohim have sent our leader MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to do. And of course, we being the vision bearer, rallying around this great man, ensuring that Biafra is restored in our own time, ensuring that this vision is restored, or rather this vision is actualized by the grace and mercies of Almighty. I want to welcome you this evening to what is going to be a great expose here on this platform, Radio Biafra, where we worship Elohim, where we worship Chukwu Okikabiama. For those who has been following me on Facebook, you would have seen my post on Facebook today concerning, of course, today's broadcast. And undoubtedly so yesterday, I also mentioned that today, if time and chance permit, that I'm going to talk exclusively on Biafran youth. And as Elohim may have it, we are here to do so. We are here to do justice to that. You know, Biafran youth, of course, they are the youth of tomorrow, the leaders of tomorrow. And of course, it concerns us whatever happens to them. It doesn't matter how much you blame them. You can blame them for all you like. These ones are Mburumili, these ones are in occult, these ones are in this and that. Of course, we condemn evil. We condemn every bad thing with everything we have. But then as we are condemning those things, it is also important for us to investigate and find out what happened, what went wrong, and why did our youth of today derailed. There is a reason, and that is what we have set out to find out this evening. And here on this platform, Radio Biafra, hello motherland, we are going to do expose on Biafran youth, and I've titled this expose Ego Mbute. Very funny, right? I'm sure we have heard this, slang. We have heard this before. Ego Mbute. That is the word on the street. That is the word every Biafran youth know this day. Ego Mbute. And this evening, I want to dissect it, and I want to ask questions, and I want to ask, is there such thing as Ego Mbute? Because this whole Ego Mbute story have destroyed our youth, and we cannot afford as Biafrans to have a dysfunctional youth in our land, because if we have a dysfunctional youth, it means our future looks gloomy. My job, of course, as a broadcaster on Radio Biafra, my calling for that matter is to do my own little best. I don't know it all, but the little I know, I use it, of course, to ensure that I speak to those who are interested to hear. Some may not want to hear because they believe you're talking nonsense. They know better than you. Fair enough. And I'm willing to learn from such people. Bro, the little that I know, the little that I understand, I use it, of course, to better the life of Biafran youths who are lavishing out there. Some are involved in all manner of ill things. Some have started taking Mboromiri, which is the latest. And some are doing every manner of things to ensure. But the question is there such thing as Ego Mbute? Does it ever exist? And that is what we are going to look into this evening. And that is why I have titled this expose, Ego Mbute, and how we have destroyed our youth. Let me repeat. And how we have destroyed our youth. I'm going to explain to you what I mean by saying that. How did we destroy our youth? As a father, as a role model, there are things that you do that will destroy those who looks up to you. There are things that you do that will make those who are looking unto you as their mentor to go wrong, to derail, to believe that the wrong way is the way to do it. So I've titled it this evening, Egombute and How We Have Destroyed Our Youth. And this evening, I'm going to dissect that. I'm going to do that with facts and figures. And I will, at the end of this broadcast, inform Biafran youth that there is no such thing as Egombute. I will inform our Biafran youth this evening, very, very important, that there is no such thing as easy money. So stop thinking that you can get rich quick. There is no such. And I will use, of course, those who have made wealth, those who have mastered wealth, the billionaires of this world, both abroad and in Biafra land, so that you can understand that making money, making wealth is the most difficult thing on earth. Yes, it is the most difficult thing on earth. And anybody who is telling you, no, making money is all about knowing this, knowing that, knowing this, remember, you might know everything. You might know the do's and don'ts. You might know the T's. You might know how to dot your dot and cross your T's. But at the end of the day, there is this hand of God also that plays a part. The hand of God is very important. Hard work is very important. Hard work and the hand of God is the only thing that gives you wealth. There is no such thing as easy money. There is no such thing as Egombute. And this is what we will be talking about this evening on this platform, Radio Biafra. My goodness me, it is going to be an interesting expose, because this is what we do on this platform. It is a university of Radio Biafra, for goodness sake. And of course, because it is a university, we teach, of course, we do all manner of things to better the life of our people. So this evening, here on this platform, I will be talking Egombute and how we have destroyed our youth, how we have let our youth down. And I ask a question, is there such thing as Egombute? And that is what I will be looking into. But of course, permit me to welcome you once again, and permit me to introduce my humble self. My name is MAZI IYKE. I hail from Umowa in Olo province of Biafra land. I will be your servant once again this evening, doing the work of Elohim, doing the work of He that have called my leader, my supreme leader for that matter, Nnamdi Kanu. And on this platform, Radio Biafra is where we worship Elohim, because Biafra is our religion. All right, it is Motherland, and this is Radio Biafra. And of course, we are live. We are direct this evening. The time standing at 6:54 p.m. here in Johannesburg. It should be 5:44 p.m. or 5:50 I beg your pardon, p.m. in Biafra land. Today, of course, is the 23rd day of December, the year of our Lord 2021. Of course, wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice, make sure it is 54 minutes or thereabout past the top of the hour. Let us continue. Let us move speedily, because I want to do this lecture this evening. It is a university of Radio Biafra, a university like none other. If we don't talk about all these things, who will tell our youth? Who will teach them? Nobody, because our detractors, our enemies, the only one to see the end and the destruction of our future. And the best way and the speedy way to enhancing that destruction is to destroy our youth. And of course, I've taken it upon me now, of course, to today.
We are unstoppable. I feel MAZI IYKE, the prince. Nnamdi Kanu, Nnamdi Kanu. ozi ọ na-adị ndụ ruo mgbe ebighị ebi ise Nnamdi Kanu asị m Nnamdi Kanu chọma m etukwuru gị n'anya Chukwu abịa ma m onye dịrị gị ozi ọ na-adị ndụ ruo mgbe ebighị ebi ise Nnamdi Kanu chukwuru gị n'anya Nnamdi Kanu chukwuru gị n'anya Chukwu abịa ma m onye dịrị gị ozi ọ na-adị ndụ ruo mgbe ebighị ebi ise chukwuru Nnamdi Kanu ọ Chineke onye nke m na-akwụkwọ okike Nnamdi Kanu ekene gị onye nzọpụta nke ụwa ọ Chineke enwere mkpu okike kpọrọ ekene gị ọ Chineke onye nke m ga-eziga Nnamdi Kanu onye nke ga-agwa m ntị Nnamdi Kanu onye ụmụ Chineke na-ala n'iyi n'ụwa niile ọ bụ gị bụ onye nzọpụta onye kọrọ ụwa wee fọ wee jedisi onye nke m ga-eziga onye ga-agara m ije a onye nzọpụtara Igbo Nnamdi Kanu gị wee si Chukwu okele mụziga asịna ụwa niile ekele gị onye zara okwu ịbịa zọpụta ụwa ịbịa zọpụta Igbo enwe nwa nke nọ n'ime ha agha mere ndị agbagoro zọpụta IPOB Chukwu hụrụ anyị n'anya IPOB Chukwu hụrụ anyị n'anya Chukwu adị amale onye dịrị anyị ozi ọ na-adị ndụ ebighị ebi
I'm calling the people, we're shaking the zoo and they're feeling the heat. We are saying the truth, they are showing the fear. Hotter than what, we are whiter than snow. Pulling the crowd, we are running the show. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is killing the all with the truth, with the ruthlessness, with the boldness and the fearlessness, with the conquer, with the thunder, no surrender, we defend our motherland. Celebration is awaiting, congratulations is knocking. We are not coming, we are here to stay. Motherland, full of honey, full of you. We are rising, not to fall again like the rising sun of our motherland. Yes, yeah, we are stoppable. IPOB is unshakable. We unbribable, humble, we're resolute. We unfireable, indivisible, indivisible. When we champions, our fellas, you're welcome. That nation is over winning. That nation is over balling.
Chukuru n'anya, ESL chukuru n'anya, Chukwu abịa amale, onye dịrị unu ozi ọ na-adị ndụ ruo mgbe ebighị ebi ise ESL chukuru n'anya, ESL chukuru n'anya, Chukwu abịa amale, onye kpọrọ unu okwu ọ na-adị ndụ ruo mgbe ebighị ebi ise. ndị obodo ụmụ anụmanụ ndị isu na-achụgharị gị kirikirikiri mana ha rọburu akala Chukwu nyere onye ka o ji eje ugochalacha na-echu echu akwụkwọ Chukwu deli onye ga-efi chenye okirikiri ka na-agbụkwụ ose ndị be anyị ndị gbadari IPOB na-ede n'ụwa niile onye ndu dị Igbo dojizi ka ekene maka redio Biafra ọ bụ onye akpatala anyị iji malụzi IPOB na-ede n'ụwa niile ije n'obodo ndị izu egwu jibaka anụ maka IPOB bababa ji oji na-ede n'ụwa niile ka mbụrụ ịgba ndị eze jezute ọgaranya enyi nna ya bara ibe onye ifeọma na-adị mma n'ụwa anyị anyị bibi ka tupu ezi eziokwu Igbo kedu maka ogbebi pete dochie anyị tụrụ ya ebube dike jide kichini na-eme mma ọnụ ahụ ka ndị ezute ọgaranya obi ọcha ogbebi ji nwetara akọghọghị m oge ọbụla ifuru ya ọ na-akpali anụ MAZI IYKE jụrụ ya chief comedian na Nollywood ọgaranya n'Igwere ibe MAZI IYKE ma ekele gị maka ibe ndị IPOB na-amasị ka ọfụma chi nwetara akọ n'ịdị mma Igbo kedu maka IPOB Ghana IPOB one family anyị ejebego IPOB one family ofu mkpịsị aka IPOB one family asị m ofu mkpịsị aka IPOB one family asị m tunaka ga-enu IPOB one family aka na-enu IPOB one family Igbo kedu maka Young Man David ọgaranya obi nyere ọcha onye nkwado IPOB Ghana Young Man David odogwu si anyị jisi ike ọgaranya mụrụ n'etiti ama Young Man David koro kwezi aja ka o si eje IPOB one family IPOB ndị ji mere eze na nwa Nnamdi Kanu ọgaranya onye ndu ndị Igbo ọha dịka anyị kwụ oge n'azụ
You're listening to live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. We are coming to you through Radio Biafra London and IPOB Community Radio, directed by our leader, His Excellency, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. My name is MAZI Alozio. Today is December 29, 2021. When we say greetings to our friends, regardless, it's a morning, and we have to remind our people about the upcoming broadcast. Mazi Chika Edozium, Director of the US, will be on the air on New Year's Day, 7 p.m. Biafra time. And then the question and answer will be on the 30th by China Sanwo and Co. So that time will be 7 p.m. Biafra time as well. Don't miss it. Join them. And, you get the information. You see, it's not an issue of I don't know. So China Sanwo and Aisha Yoba, and Luche Chukwu Nachi. They will all be there. It is tomorrow, 7 p.m. Biafra time. Don't say you don't know, you didn't hear. So those two were broadcasted, 30th and the 1st. The Ungwa people will be here today as normal. Just a week today I wasn't there, so they really weren't happy. So apology. It's one of those things. Anyway, what's happening is that yesterday it's unusual for us to talk about the political mud bath in Imo. But it's become very, very important for us to look into it. You see all the accusations, all the finger pointing, IPOB. They try to muddy us. They try to throw mud on us, accuse us of what we have no interest in. That is because we are peaceful. Our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, is a very peaceful individual. He has restrained many Biafrans from acting out of frustration. And what did they do? Oh, to get him. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. All engineered by Uzodeba. Yesterday's case was December the 26th. Really was a Sunday. It was a classic case of banditry and kidnapping. You see, people that do things, commit certain offense, usually point fingers at other people. And Uche Nwosu made a statement, and I'd like all of you to hear it. Kidnapping. When you kidnap people, you have a reason for doing that. It's either extortion or you want to silence the people. You're kidnapping for one reason or the other. You see, it's a shameful event. Very shameful indeed, because when people do these things, they find a reason. Why will you terrorize people? But one thing I want people to understand, why I am reflecting to this, is that when they commit this offense, they find a reason. You kill. But one thing from his revelation, one thing I will tell you is that the Fulanis are everywhere. They're everywhere. Those that kidnapped him, we are speaking Hausa. So any kidnap, they're speaking Hausa. Any incident, they're speaking Hausa. 'Hausa. 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 They are everywhere. And then you have the politicians acting as if they don't know what is happening. I don't know when you will come to say that you don't know what is happening. Why are these people not talking? Why are they not saying anything? Had it not been that Uche Nwosu was the one involved, they would have been saying something different. We watch people. We listen to people. But at the end of the day, the right is right, the wrong is wrong. These are the things we consider unacceptable. The IPOB is genuine. IPOB always stand for justice, truth, and nothing more. And that is why our leader must be released. Our leader must be released. He has not done anything. You remember Gulag? You remember Gulag? Uzodimma was responsible for his death. What did they do? They rounded up young Biafrans. And then the police said, we've arrested the culprits. Yes, and we've neutralized them. They are quick to make an arrest. No investigation. Then they neutralize. They silence you. You cannot come and defend yourself. And we ask, what is actually happening in Biafra land? Here, before we get to that Nwosu's case, it's not too important, but the reason I wanted to play it is for you to see that Uzodimma is the terrorist. Uzodimma is the one responsible for what is happening. And then they are draining our manpower. They have no respect for the church. They have no respect for the church. They did it in Ogun. You were there. You had it. It was, but in this case, the church service was in progress, and they went in there and started firing. So they have no respect for your religion. The Khan came to apologize. Is Khan participating in the issue of instability? Absolutely yes. The people that committed the atrocities are the ones that should have apologized, but Khan came and did the apology. It came to apologize. People should look deeper into that move Khan made. You don't just ignore it. If it is something that was done lightly, you say, okay, yeah, maybe it's a mistake, but this is not a mistake. Intercities, contrary to the statement issued on Wednesday, 27 December in the Enugu by Nigerian Army, through the Director of Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyama Nwachukwu, and widely published in various print and electronic media, the claims by the Army that it arrested a wanted notorious ES commander in Enugu State is thousands of miles away from what actually transpired. I am linking these things to Imo. You see, these things happened way while back, but you see, let me put it so that you will, you will be with me in what I'm saying. Brigadier General Onyama Nwachukwu, and widely published in various print and electronic media, the claims by the army that it arrested a wanted notorious ESN commander in Enugu State is thousands of miles away from what actually transpired in Egundene, Epofu, in Kanu, east of Enugu, where the Nigerian army claimed to have conducted its clearance operation. As a matter of fact, the Nigerian army cooked up the statement to cover backlash and outcries arising from its murderous operation of the night of 24-25 December 2021 at the Egundene Okpofu, a third murderous operation and invasion in row since the start of 2021. Contrarily, findings made by Intersociety regarding the Army's murderous operation are factually and irrefutably in contrast with the Nigerian Army claims, which are shocking, vexatious, fallacious, watery, irritating, annoying, hateful, clannish, and crude. In other words, contrary to the Army's claims, there was no clearance operation at camp suspected to be fortress of ESN at Okpofu Forest in Kanu East, during which troops engaged the dissidents in a firefight, compelling them to take to their heels. According to the Intersociety detailed investigation findings, the soldiers of the Nigerian Army had, between forbidden hours of 24-25 December, invaded that a place, Enugu, Egundene Ofu, in Kanu West, in Kanu East. You see, take that again, compare it to the production of two individuals related to Wonsu. They tie them to Wonsu and say, oh, even they want to say that Wonsu is the one sponsoring ESN. And you forget that these guys were arrested in Delta way back. So now they are new into the stage. They have brought them back into the stage. They commit crime, they commit murder, and they're saying ESN and all whatnot and all that stuff. And once you came and detailed his ordeal, how he was taken, he saw the numbers, then he concluded through evidence, irrefutable evidence, what happened. The people that came pointed towards Uzodimma. He was to be eliminated. Oh, Uzodimma, oh, ESN. He is bombing his people. Oh, ESN. And he's telling them where to go, how far they will move. Now, it is good, though not welcome, that when you say justice is in the eye of the beholder, these politicians that are engaged in rubbish, they are not leaders. They are out for themselves. And I'll give you this clip. So when you say leaders, Nnamdi Kanu is a leader. The rest of them are politicians. MAZI Nnamdi is a leader. The rest of them are politicians. Politicians are not leaders. They are not leaders. They are politicians. And you can't expect anything good from them. You can't expect them to direct you to where you're going. Okay? They are tied to greed.
believe that a politician is a leader. Don't ever believe that. Don't ever believe that a politician is a leader. Don't ever believe that. Because the system that we have produces politicians. It doesn't produce leaders. And so you can have a politician who knows nothing about leadership and he's leading you. Politicians are concerned about the next election. That's all they're interested in. That's why they cannot be leaders. But leaders are different. Leaders are concerned about the next generation. I want you to compare those two thoughts the next time you have a politician come to your house wanting to vie for your vote. Just ask him, what is your vision for my children? I will sit and listen for 20 minutes for you to tell me what it is. He will leave your house because he has no interest in your children's children.
That is that. Do you see the difference? Do you see the running to Abuja from various quarters? You're running to Abuja. Nnamdi Kanu. You want to go see Nnamdi Kanu. You want to do this. They are politicians. They are not leaders. They don't have your interest in mind. They are looters. They're after how much they can make. Are we on the right path? Let me get this tied up to my broadcast, then I'll let the Ngwa group in. That is, just listen. See, I put it up. You see the disturbance in Imo, the political thugs.
Nigeria cannot be great. A country where the primary mission of a politician is to make money and more of it. Where politicians loot public funds without fear of recriminations. Have you ever thought about where they started? Two young guys connive, kill, and dump the remains of a delivery man in a suckaway after placing order for 2 iPhones. Does that headline sound familiar? Here is a country where greed runs in the blood of the citizens. Don't be quick to declare yourself saint. When at parties, you are used to collecting souvenirs 3 times under the pretense of having non-existent neighbors beside you. When visiting an office, you cite free candies. Instead of picking a piece or 2, you fill your purse to the brim. After all, you care less about who else comes visiting same place after you. At the buffet party, we want the taste of everything in large portions. Our plates look scary even to us. We know fully well that we don't need so much, but the greed in us won't let us give any consideration to the next person. The fast food restaurants that prefer using rotten pepper and then sell the food at high prices. The building developer that uses low quality building materials in erecting the building that ends up killing innocent people. The house agent that heaps an unbelievable amount under the tag, agreement and commission. What about bus drivers and bike men that hike fares just because the bus stops seem crowded with commuters? An employee who takes lavish vacations at the expense of his employer by claiming that the vacations are business trips, even when they really aren't. We all have something in common. Greed. If you have selfish, greedy, ignorant citizens, you are going to get selfish, greedy, ignorant leaders.
Oh, yes. Night has come around, and this is where I will let our Ngwa group coming. This is where I would say welcome to our Umba people. It's very disturbing. Politicians, they have left us the way we are. They have kept us in this situation, in this sorrow state. They are politicians. They are not leaders. And when you produce a leader, they jail him. They want him in jail. Welcome to our Ngwa people. So, that's the way it is. We'll see all of you when they're done. Welcome, Mazi. Yeah, we are waiting. We are waiting. Mazi, something is wrong with your connection. You have two. Mazi, go ahead. I think we are having an issue with Bright. So your problem is the people you are adding. I'll urge you to log out and then start all over. That's what it is. The additions are your problems. So before they get ready, they correct the issue they have. You see, we are dealing with politicians, and of what use are they to us? They are not leaders. And since they are not leaders, how can they lead you? Let's see the insecurities we are facing. See. Go ahead. So we are waiting. The insecurities we are facing. The army. The army, the military everywhere. You have too many additions here that are obstructing you. The politicians, you see, they have done tremendously awful job. They have done so bad that they don't have your interest in mind. All they say is vote, vote, vote. And which is not a cent. It's not a cent. We are simply bringing him into this to show you that no matter what you've done, no matter your rank and file, when the day comes, you will be a nobody. You will be a nobody. See, that's what it is. That's what it is. Are you all ready? We're having a problem with your connection. Your audio is not on, Mazi. I'm trying to send you a message. Well, let's see. The way this operates is that no matter how long you've been doing this, sometimes you run into issues. I think we have to get them going. We have to get them going. It is the app itself